Oh, I'm still new to this thing. Hold on. Hold to grab. Okay. That doesn't work. Okay.
Okay. So we have here Ripper. And he's trying to sit over there. Sit, doggy, sit. So he's in an avatar of a dog, and yeah, he can't really sit.
I'm Jake.
You
Jake the
you you.
dog.
He's probably gonna have to stand then. You can't sit. I'm sitting here.
Yep. I am standing.
And you are standing. And if I sit, I get lagged if I sit. That's
How
interesting.
do you make yourself so huge like that?
What do you mean? No, I can't use this
Grab
avatar.
to reposition the menu.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
That's interesting. If I sit, it gets lag. So I'm gonna have to change avatars. My avatar, the one that I always use for interviews.
Oh, there we go. That works. Ah.
Okay, that's better. So
Okay.
if you walk past around here, you will see a chair. Let me just move this thing, which is usually if you walk, just move your hand around this sofa and you will see a chair, a kind of ghost chair.
Ah.
Yeah, and then you
there
sit,
we
and
go.
we're sitting like an interview type thing, right? And I have
Nice.
here.
We're on TV. We got cameras. Very nice. Awesome.
Yes, and I'll be switching from camera to camera. So this one will be like your face, and then every now and again I'll just switch to the other camera.
Awesome.
Good.
All right.
Okay,
I got coffee and everything. We're good to go.
Yeah, no coffee. But look, that's really good. You dressed up as a Marsoc.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and well, first I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Okay? The 3 questions that I always ask everyone. How did you get into VR?
I watched the advertisements and thought, wow, that's really cool. I always thought that gaming would go towards VR as a kid, so I was very excited to get into it.
But was it in YouTube?
Not disappointing.
Or was it in a shopping center, or somebody tell you, or podcast?
I saw an advertisement through YouTube and went and bought it.
Okay. So it was a YouTuber that was using the VR, or was it a review on the technology?
Just an advertisement between those advertisements on your videos, between your videos.
Really?
Stuff like that. So, the algorithms. Yeah, the algorithms, they definitely target those kinds of things. So you get advertisements and they kind of show you what they think that you might buy. It's pretty interesting.
Okay. Now the second question is, what do you do now with your VR?
Oh, so lately I've been exploring VR chat and learning all of this stuff in here, but I use it for technical training purposes on the Onward mill sims and stuff like that. And then just whatever game seems fun, pretty much I'm down for anything.
How long have you had your VR?
Since last Christmas.
Oh, last Christmas. Oh, no.
Yes, so almost a year.
Almost a year. Okay, so you have Onward, VR chat, and what else? Which other ones?
Let's see, we got Contractors, we got Pavlov, Shack, I think it's called, and then Some other games, you got like your Star Wars, you got your Blade and Sorcery. That's a fun one. A lot of sword fighting and stuff. Very fun.
Okay.
Star Wars is fun. Walking Dead is fun. Then we got. I think I might have like 10. Oh, boxing. Boxing is a fun one too.
Okay.
And if you like to work out, there's Supernatural, right? So there's that Supernatural app, which is like boxing or using like bats or something. It's really fun. And then there's meditation apps like Trip,
So you do Trip?
which is number one. Yeah, it was number one in Men's Health. So that's what got me interested in it. I was like, number one? I had to try this. Not bad for $4 or $5.
How long do you play on VR? A day or a week?
Couple hours a day.
Couple hours a day. Okay.
Couple hours a day.
And the last question that I have to ask is, what's your opinion on the metaverse? Like, what do you think it's this technology? Is it gonna? That's it. This is what the entertainment is gonna be like, or it's just a phase, or what do you think about the metaverse?
Oh yeah, I think this is just one little step into a bigger direction. This thing's going to take off. It's the way I see it now. We're kind of in the beta phase. We're still messing around with very gimmicky mechanics and things like that. But once we get everything all kind of figured out, I think AI and VR are going to integrate and take a big turn.
Okay.
Full integration.
Cool.
Which is going to be amazing.
Okay, so that's it for my 3 questions that I always ask everyone. And then I pick people.
Just trying to give a thumbs up.
And then I pick people like Danger Ripper, which have something special. And the special bit is that he plays Onward, which is a very realistic war game. And he's also a soldier? Or what are you?
Yes, I have former military experience. I was Purple Heart veteran, had a deployment in Afghanistan as an infantryman in the Army. But we MILSIM MARSOC Marines, and I'm a squad leader. I lead a team and teach civilians and soldiers alike, and we all get together and train and have fun. It's very therapeutic.
Okay, can you elaborate a little bit more about the therapeutic? How do you say?
Therapeutic part? So there's a pertinent risk you take in real life that when you are training or in any kind of environment that's dangerous, it's very stressful and it's no fun. Whereas in a simulation, you can take the stress out and then have the fun part. You don't have to worry about dying. It's a little bit different, I guess. So just being able to do stuff that we train to do and love without the dire consequences of real life is pretty, it's like taking a step back and breathing. It's pretty relaxing. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe
it. Your job is in the military with guns and helmets and procedures, and then in your gameplay, your time off, you come back to being a soldier. Like you really, really like being a soldier.
Well, I was born to do. I mean, I was kind of bred for it. I was a 90s baby, so I remember when the war started, and I was part of it when it ended. So, it's something personal to me that I hold dear to my heart.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got introduced to Onward. It was interesting. My first map was Downfall, right? And Downfall is, I think, very realistic. What do you think? Do you think that the map of Downfall, does it really looks like Afghanistan?
No, not in the slightest. Maybe Syria, maybe Iraq or something, but Afghanistan, no. Very mountainous terrain, no desert, not very deserty. That's more like Kuwait or something, you know? The region of the Middle East is very diverse, you know? It stretches all the way around Asia, and it's bordered by Russia, so it's got lots of different terrain features. Valleys and cornfields and all kinds of rivers, all kinds of stuff. Very different. So, not really realistic.
Okay, well, I've been to Syria and Jordan, and when I went into the Downfall map, I I was in gun game, right? So, gun game, you
Yeah.
are placed in a spot, and all of a sudden you hear from the back and everything gunshots, da 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 da. And then I saw someone running, on the window, right? I was in the shack, inside the shack. And then I saw my gun. So I picked up my gun and I said, oh, I better shoot him. Pa, pa, pa. I shoot him. And then I realized, oh my God, I just gave up my location, right? So then I stood in the corner and I started to walk back and walk. And all of a sudden, this Marsoc looking like you, a square Marsoc, walks into this room where I am and he shoots me, and all I do is I scream. I took out my headset and I run to the kitchen and I started screaming like crazy, and I said, oh, this is like a roller coaster. The thrill, the adrenaline, it was like amazing. So for me, it was real. For me, even with a Marsoc looking like this, I think the Onward Marsocs are worse than this. What you're wearing, yours is very more realistic than the game.
Yeah, this is more up to date.
Detail. Yeah, it's got more detail, But so even with in VR, everything is kind of like so immersive. So even with a square soldier, I was really frightened. I was like, he's going to kill me. That's it, And I wonder with you guys that being in the real thing, what happens? Do you actually at one point discard the squares of the avatars and feel like you're there?
It just depends. Like, if some similar situation were to occur that we may have experienced, IRL, maybe it'll give us the heebie-jeebies a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's a very low rendered graphics game. Your pieces are your characters are kind of moving like chess pieces. They're kind of floating, across the map. So it kind of takes away that realism feel where you're walking and you're tired and you're carrying all this gear and it's really heavy and all that other stuff. So, and that's the no fun part. So that's what I like about the game, is that it takes all the fun stuff about it and it keeps that, and it takes all the not so fun stuff and takes that.
Okay, so you mentioned the IVRL. What is that?
Oh, sorry. IRL. In real life.
In real life. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in real life, what's the fun bit?
It's really so the rush you were talking about, that is real excitement. You get really excited when everyone starts getting loud, and you got to start pushing with your buddies, and you're all running in your gear with your guns, and some fun stuff's about to go down. That's what I mean.
Okay, so that's one thing that I noticed with Onward, is that it's a multiplayer. It was my first multiplayer game I've ever tried. video games. And what I noticed was that sense of teamwork and like when you go and revive your friend, they actually tell you thank you. It's really
Yep.
good when you work together as a team to get the objective. And so that's what I did
Yep.
notice about Onward. Such a simple game, but at the end, such a versatile game. You can shoot bots, or you can, don't shoot bots, but um, be more strategic about it. Yeah,
Yep. Working together, bringing teams together. That's what we're all about. Just
yeah.
working that unit cohesion and making friends and having good times.
So yeah, so well, you are part of the Lima. What's it called? Lima Tango
Lima
Lima.
Company.
Okay, which is the terms of militaries and alpha, beta, gamma, or what is it? Tango. How do you
Oh
say
yes,
all that?
the phonetic alphabet. Yeah, the phonetic alphabet. You got Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Hotel Hotel Golf, Golf Hotel India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Sierra, Tango, Victor, W, Whiskey, Yankee, and Zulu. Yep, long alphabet. It's long-winded, but it's designed that way so that when you're speaking over a radio and you got a bunch of background noise and they can't hear the difference when you're saying A, B, C, D, so you use words and they're like, okay, for sure I heard alpha. Alpha means A, or Zulu, so on and so forth. So it takes away the confusion. That was the
Okay.
purpose of the phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I don't know. In the Spanish one, in the military in Spanish, I don't know if they use that alpha, tango. I don't know. But so you continue with this tactics of the real life, right? Onto a game called the what's it? Mill simulation, or how do you call the what you guys do?
Yeah, it's
Military
a
simulation.
milsim. Well, specifically, it's milsim. Well, the group is a milsim group. So we simulate military training on all kinds of platforms. Onward being one of them. Onward specifically is a strategic team shooter, like a tactical team shooter. So it's not like Call of Duty where you can just take on, and be Rambo and take on everyone by yourself. The only way you're going to survive is if with your buddies, and that is a realistic aspect of warfare. You need your buddies to survive, and that's what Onward teaches you.
Yeah, that's so interesting that it's teaching us, this game is teaching us to cooperate, work as a team, what? Obey? I don't know if they obey rules. They don't obey rules in Onward, but
Well,
um, do you think that having this type of training and we could train virtually first and then train in the field?
to a degree, like it's gonna have its relatability, skills that you can transfer across the board. Like learning to work in those kinds of environments, going to, for example, it's going to build a community leadership. So it's going to help you take part as an established member in your community and step up and help out where people need it. And that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that looking at some, I mean, I'm not an expert in war. All I could see is movies. So based on the movies of what's it called, that Brotherhood, or I don't know, but it was that the platoons were divided into small sections, right? What's it called, that series? Was it like Brotherhood or something like that? Or
Let's see. I think there was a series, something like that. Yeah.
And then I realized that, yes, you need what is it? A platoon, is it the lowest or smallest? And then they're part of the
Platoon.
battalion, or how is the structure?
Oh, okay. So the structure will start out with a buddy team, which is about 2 people, then a fire team, which is 4 to 5 people, which make up a squad. And then a squad would be part of a platoon, which is made up of about 3 to 4 squads. And the platoon, a couple of platoons put together is made up of a company. A couple of companies put together make up a battalion. A couple of battalions put together make up a division. And divisions make up brigade. And then I think it goes from legion. I don't know. But that's about as high as it goes.
That's so interesting, and it should be implemented in Onward. I always say that, always. Okay, so the body. So in real life, you have a body because you are, if he goes down, if your body goes down, you can help him, or you can check his back, like protect his back, or, so it's important to have a body.
Yep.
A body, which I believe when we're playing Onward, you should always play with, a couple, right? Then, what's the next one, did you say? Which is 4 or 5? What's the next after the buddy?
Oh, sorry. So after the buddy, you have your squad, which is a fire team, about 4 to 5 people.
4 or 5. That's it. So we are a squad in Onward, right? Now, in the squad, do you have a leader?
Squad leader. Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
Your squad leader is the one that runs the squad, and then your fire team leaders under him are responsible for the upkeep of the men. Squad leader is responsible for all the training and.
So there's 2 people that lead the squad, which is the fire leader, team leader.
The squad leader runs the squad, and the fire team leaders are responsible for disseminating all the responsibilities to the other men. So, but each man works up to that squad leader level. So that squad leader, even though he runs things on that squad level, he's still going to be very personal in that he's going to be very connected and close even to the lowest man.
Okay.
Because they all depend on each other to stay alive.
Yes, you see, that's what I'm saying. Working as a team, but having a leader that runs the whole team. And that's what I think we lack when when we play Onward. I've played Onward more than a year now. And what I see is that we don't play as a team. Not many times we play as a team. And I just wish we could play as a team with a captain leading the squad. Do you guys play like that?
Oh, well, for me, I teach my Joes all the skills they need. So we train on the range together. And if we cross-collaborate with other squads, then I'm usually working with other staff NCOs. Not necessarily the captain. He's more at the company level. And if you're referring to Lieutenant Colonel Grifter, our 1IC, he's running all the delegations of Lima. So that guy is pretty busy.
But he's the guy that runs all of the squads. Is that right?
Yeah, the whole server, the whole thing. Yep.
Okay. But what I'm saying is each squad has their own captain?
No. Each company, in a milsim, you're in a milsim, if you're trying to mimic the traditions of the military, if you have a platoon, you call yourself a platoon element, like 30 say you have 30 people, that's a platoon sized element. And so if you got 30 people, you got one captain, and that'll make up that platoon.
Okay.
If you have two platoons, 60 people, you can have two captains. Makes sense that way.
Okay. But when you play in a competition like the VR
Oh
Master
yeah, team
League,
captain. Yeah, that's
then
different.
you have
That's the
a
same thing as a team leader or squad leader. Yeah,
squad
same thing.
leader.
Team
Yeah, yeah,
captain.
yeah. So have
Hmm.
you ever tried that? Have you ever tried trying to run a team, an onward team, as properly, like as what you would do in real life with, everybody listening to the captain?
Yeah, so we definitely try to mimic as much of the realistic traditions as possible. With the lingo, the language, their traditions. We don't necessarily all, toe the line and get in a formation. So much as we all get together and train within the doctrines of the military.
But have you played the game, like trying to reach the objective with the leader um, leading the players, staying behind and saying, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, da 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 da?
Yes, so when I, as a squad leader, have my team out and I have my fire team leaders, I expect them to be directing everyone with their fields of fire and giving them all the instructions on what they're doing as we are actively moving and doing our jobs or even engaging a hostile target.
Okay, so have you ever considered going into the Master League and competing with the other teams that don't play with the real strategies of the military?
That's an interesting idea. It's just not my goal. If that does change and I do find interest in doing that, I would have to build up my team, which is what I'm doing in essence with Lima Company with my squad Reapers. Get a bunch of guys. Some are really good PvP guys, and some have never done PvP, and that's okay. It's all about the training and the fun and the mindset.
Yeah, well, that was really interesting when I went to, I think it was you. I don't know. I mean, there's so many in that server. I
Yes,
get
I
lost.
remember.
But I remember your training was really intense. I've never played Onward like that, and that's what is so fascinating about this the game, that I'm always finding interesting stuff to dig and to play differently, because I mean, I play with bots. I just go in there and shoot. I don't know about the things, and you guys showed us many things that we didn't know about the guns and terminology, and it was so interesting, I have to say. Well, well, thank you very much, Ripper, Danger Ripper.
Thanks for having me.
And we're gonna go
Well,
and
I hope to see you
shoot.
on Discord.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what is it? How did they find you? I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in when I finish this video, I'll put it a link to your Discord, and then they can join. I mean, like I say, I don't have many followers on YouTube. This is a research that I'm doing about virtual reality, and I'm interested about, how
Oh,
you feel
awesome.
playing Onward, as a and when I saw how your training was, and the fact that um when you told me, when you go to the loadout, don't do it in front of everyone. You have to go at the back. My God, that made so much sense. How virtual reality is so immersive that we can't, like kill ourselves right in front of people, you know. I mean, I find it really disturbing myself, and I thought I was the only one, but it seems like it's not, you know. Just doesn't look nice when, you know, you just drop out like that, you know, and it just feels horrible. So you guys had that thing where you're not allowed to do that, and I think it's fantastic, you know. So yeah, really, really interesting, all these things about virtual
Yep.
reality. And I hope that virtual reality not only is for the entertainment, but it's also for the good of people, and maybe for, you know, learning to work as a team before we go out there. We all train here, you know, to respect the leader, to, you know, like talk properly, you know, on the radio and everything. Once you have all those things, then deploy you and you probably be more, you know, successful.
Oh yes, that's the idea.
Yeah. Okay. So well, I have to go because my left controller is going to die and I will end up with my hand over there.
Right. Same.
Okay.
Same.
See you in the field.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
Ciao, ciao.